What's up, Digidestins? Did you hear the bell? That means it's another day in the market watch. So guys, we have plenty to talk about. There's a lot of spikes and craze just from Bt-16 alone. So without further ado, let's talk about all the crazy money you're about to make. So let's get into the video, shall we? So I'm going to try to be a little more quick on it. I'm not going to read all the price values, but let's talk about it. First off, Shimon Alternate Art New Awakening has seen some spike. This has been just because of the new support that has happened. We have Tyrant Kabuterimon, I think it is. Tyrant something that got revealed in Bt-16. So that's definitely affecting Shiva right now going up, but also the fact that it does have Pulsemon support that you can interact with. But looking at it now, it's looking into the 9s going into 11s, but it's kind of in buyout mode. There's not many listings left. The best way of grabbing 4 copies is this seller right here. He's got 10 for 10, basically, in piece. If you look at it right now, kind of just sold pretty frequently. After Tyrant was shown off, kind of just saw this spike climb. So definitely keep on your radar. If you have this, make some money. Europe side looking like €4 to about 6, and there's plenty of stock in this range. Being the lowest at €4, there's only 3 listings, but that's not terrible. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about it. Then we have Imperialdramon Dragon Mode Alternate Art Dragonic Roar EX03. So guys, right now I can tell you this with personal conviction. Might be worth investing into EX03 boxes now, because this alone has gone up and a lot of other cards have been shot up too. So we're looking up at, you know, near mints are at 9s for this alternate art, but then quickly just shoot up to 20s. So definitely taking a look from the light play. Don't pick those up, but we're looking pretty solid there. Then on the Europe side, looking like €3.50 to about what's still reasonable €7 range. So Europe hasn't really done anything crazy about it, but you know, we're seeing no crazy trends on it, so they're not buying it out as quickly. But we'll see if that continues, especially once we start seeing some video testing. Hopefully this deck actually has some grounds to stand on. So we have Imperialdramon Fighter Mode Dragonic Roar EX03. One of the cards that once we saw was starting to climb up because we've seen cards be showed off and people have been testing it a little bit with, you know, the Vmon, the Wormmon. You know, you also have the access to Imperialdramon. So there's a lot of shenanigans you can go with and just combo line. But looking like we have the new Dino Beamon starting to affect this card too as well. We're looking like 19s to 26. This card used to be like the cheap $8. Now look at it, boys and girls. I know I talked about this a while back ago when they first started showing off the reveals of the multicolor. Hopefully you guys snagged it, because to be honest with you, now that it's like 20 bucks, it's gonna be hard for you guys to make that deck function without keeping it under budget. Europe, well, we're gonna talk about the alternate art for Imperialdramon Fighter Mode for EX03. Cards shot up too. This card is just 21s to 35 range, and they're all single listings. So I'm sorry to say you're not going to get a multi-play set from one person. So this is just going to be how it goes. I don't think there's any other way we can talk about this. This is just fighter modes bought out. So keep that in mind, because we only have a few 7 listings. So you're kind of in a rock and a hard place, to be honest. Imperialdramon Fighter Mode EX03, though, on the Europe side, look like 15s to, let's see, like 17 euros and 82 cents. Kind of just keeps it in that playset range, but then it starts becoming singles until you hit like 21 euros again. So just keep that in mind. It's going down by their market, but I think it just needs a day to catch up. But that's just for the base rarity. Let's see what the Europe side says on for its alternate art. So 13 euros, 15 euros. Okay. So yeah, the most easiest playset you're gonna get was like 20 euros and 94 cents a piece. So expect this to go up. Yeah, people are gonna be testing and wanting to do that because the Dino B is just really nasty. It's actually pretty solid. We'll see if it continues. Shadramon 3rd anniversary survey got bought out because of that hype as well. The Dino B really set this card to be what you wanted to play in the deck. So it's kind of interesting. So $19.98 after the buyout. So if you guys did not get this when it was like 8, I'm sorry, you just got to wait it out. If you have 2, it's probably your best bet to just play 2. Europe side looking like €6.93, €7, up to €9.99. Wow, buyout here too on Shadramon. I'm sorry, guys, you're kind of gone. Sasuke is like in this weird limbo of dealing with Rina effect. So she's just going to be expensive for her alternate art. I see $51.74. Now, guys, if this is like $100 a pop, I feel bad for you. This is like $200 for a playset. So I kind of feel bad if you guys are in the 50 range and you never got her when she was a little bit cheaper. But, you know, when she was in the 30s, I am sorry. I thought she was going to come down, but the waifu tax was extremely strong on her. And I am sorry about that. I was completely wrong. Europe side looking like €35. Well, 11 copies at €35. That's pretty solid, actually. Stay there. Nightmon 3rd anniversary survey pack. So this promotional card is showing that basically all of them are kind of expensive. When you don't put the extra foil in to like mitigate the amount going through, you have like $5.75. You know, this is just going to be expensive. And you can't really get a playset from one seller here, but it's going to be expensive. I don't know why it's having this excitement here, because there is no like Lord Nightmon in the future. Who knows? Maybe, but we'll have to see. Europe side looking like €1.89 to about, you know, €4 range to 5 is like its cap right now. But, you know, it's kind of good that you see a lot in the €2 range. It's not bad. Magnamon Ace, English exclusive alternate art, just from that $30 mark to being 60s to, God, 90. It's now in the 90 range, and it's holding strong there. And anybody that comes in and buys this out can make this 125. If you guys are waiting on this card to come down, I do not expect this. This card is hard to get your hands on now. Europe side, €99. And we kind of just go through that for a couples, like 6 of these, and then you're hitting the €100 range and then just climbing from there. Somebody's on €250 though. That's kind of crazy. Death X alternate art X record, guys. It's gone. $100 again. If we took a look at the chart, we were in the 90s, then we dropped down to 50s, 60s. You guys should have been picking up at the 60s. I knew that was going to be something you needed to grab at the 60 range, but look at it now, back up to $100 a pop. I'm sorry, guys. That's kind of expensive, and good luck. Europe side, €65 to about €113. A lot of in the 70 range up to, and then taps into the 80s quite quickly, and that's where most of it is, in the 80 range. You guys have it a little bit cheaper than us right now. You guys, take advantage of it. You're going to definitely need a couple Death X. Miragegaogamon Burst Mode. So, alternate art. We're talking about this because who said that, you know, Bt-14, you weren't going to be having OTK King here be good? It already proved that in Europe, it took up not 1, but 6 of the top 8 slots, if I remember correctly. So that's kind of scary to show that this deck wasn't going anywhere. If you guys did not have this, you know, this is going to dominate any format you put it in, that allows it to play for right now. So I do not expect this card to go down anytime soon. It's showing a downwards trend, but I expect this to start climbing. People are buying it, near light plays and stuff like that in the 12s. Right now it's touching 13s, but can easily climb higher than that. For one playset from one seller, you're looking in the 20s a piece. Europe side looking like we're at 13s 13 euros to about where you see most of it come from. You can get it from one seller roughly at 17 euros and 98 cents, but outside of that, somebody is hoping for big bucks here. 42 euros. Guys, that's not how that works. Let's take a look here. Miragegaogamon alternate art dimensional phase BT11. Just the same reason it topped. It took basically the regionals for Europe. So nationals for Europe. So we're looking at 11 euros 43 cents, going all the way up to 13s pretty quickly. There's not many listings in the 11s. It goes 11s to 12s pretty quickly. So good luck on that. The deck is strong. It's going to be one of the stronger decks. Europe side looking like 14 euros 40 cents, 16 euros 50 cents, 17 euros, 18 euros. Crazy. Aimon textured. Near mint foil. If we can add K&N cards to a cart, we can. So guys, grab this one single copy here because that's actually a pretty fair price. But it's looking like 10s, 12s pretty quickly. I'm sorry. Aimon looking like $12 and well, 12 euros and 30 cents to about 14 euros 50 cents. Then we hit like 16s pretty quickly, but there's plenty in the 15 to 14 range, so just keep that in mind. Aimon, like anything else, was hard to pull. Anything that in the reprint booster that you needed, you were just lucky if you pulled it. WarGreymon regional participation climbing up, boys and girls. Ultimate Cups, WarGreymon's just good. It's the art looks sick anyway. So 18s to just being bought out into the 30s. Plenty of one seller has 3 listings at $23.99, but that's about it. You guys are losing traction on this participation. Europe side, 9 euros and 99 cents all the way to 19. Plenty in the 10 euro range basically, and then it just kind of starts getting out of hand. If you want it from one seller, you'll be lucky to pay 14 euros and 90 cents for 5 copies. Each, by the way. That's kind of self-explanatory. Dorumon alternate art next adventure. Seeing some spike, boys and girls. They showed off the leader is playing a Dorumon theme. So for Sons of Chaos. So yeah, why wouldn't this card spike? And it actually makes the deck its own thing, its own entity. You're not playing just Alphamon anymore. You are playing Dex Dorumon. You know, Dorumon is just really solid here. We're looking like $47 and going up. So guys, good luck if you needed this. Europe side looking like 28 euros to about where it caps off is about in the 38 euro range, where you get play sets, and then it just becomes 40s to get even past that. So good luck if you guys were trying to get this card cheap. Black Bamboos going up, boys and girls. 17s to going to being bought out. We only have 6 listings left. Yeah, this card is just gonna be hard not to be expensive. Europe side 9 euros to about the 25 euro range. Wouldn't care about the 25. That's just ridiculous. Plenty of stock in the 17s. Really, it just climbs pretty quickly. There's just not much give or take. Gabumon Winter Holiday Starter Deck, Wolf of Friendship. So we're looking at $4.68. Kind of good to see that it's coming down a little bit here. Plenty of stock in the $4. That means probably its sister part is going to be cheap too. Europe side looking like 4 euros, 4 euros 50 cents, 5 euros. Kind of not bad, especially if you want to play this. This is a cool alternate art. Christmas theme, anything is really awesome, in my opinion. But guys, what did you think of the Market Watch? Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace!